So right now, there's a lot of sales going on with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. It's a great tablet, one of my favorite tablets in all of 2022 and in 2023 as well. And now we also have the Google Pixel tablet. That tablet did release as well at a $500 price tag. So you might be wondering which tablet is better. And if you're out there looking for a deal, you might wonder which tablet's going to be a better deal for you. Because the Tab S9 series, it is coming very, very soon, at least from what I'm hearing. So that does really mean a lot of sales are going to be coming up on the horizon in the future, and that means a lot of people are going to be trying to find great deals on tablets. And if you're one of those people, this is a video to watch for you. I'm going to be doing a full comparison with the Pixel tablet and with the Galaxy Tab S8. So with all that being said, let's get right into it and let's talk about these two tablets and which tablet you should consider buying. So these two tablets, the Tab S8 and the Pixel tablet, they are separated by $200 in retail price. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 retails at $700 and the Google Pixel tablet retails at $500. But we know retail prices are not the only things we should look at. Unlike a lot of other reviewers, I actually want to look at the market and I want to look at how tablets are doing today. And I'm seeing with the Tab S9 series coming soon, again, a lot of these sales are churning out. So if you see the Tab S8 for $550, maybe you see the Pixel tablet for $500, that is going to make this conversation very, very interesting, and that's something we are going to have to look at. But right now, I do want to look beyond the price and just look at the design of these two tablets. And if you look at the Tab S8, you are going to see dual speakers on both sides. Well, the Pixel tablet also has dual speakers on both sides, but the Galaxy Tab S8 has a lot of things up its sleeve. First off, it does have an SD card slot. That is not something that you find in the Google Pixel tablet. Another thing you're going to feel is just a nice premium back. It's a nice aluminum. Overall, the Tab S8 does feel a little more premium to hold than the Google Pixel tablet. It's a little bit of a more slippery back on the Pixel tablet. I know it's made of nice materials and everything, but it does feel just a little bit less premium in my books. Even if you look at something like the bezels are going to be a little bit larger on this Google Pixel tablet. So overall, I love the design of the Tab S8. I think it's a little bit nicer, but a lot of things that the Pixel tablet does just really slack on are things that we're not really going to notice. So outside of the back feeling just a little bit more smooth, which you might prefer, by the way, it doesn't really seem all that bad. It does feel very premium and nice. Both tablets have fingerprint sensors, which are both very, very reliable. I really like that. The speakers are nice and loud on the Pixel tablet, but I do think the Galaxy Tab S8 does have better speakers. The speakers seem to be a little louder, a little fuller. It just has a little more bass in my opinion. But when we look at other things though, that is very important because we have to look at accessories, and the Google Pixel tablet does come with a dock, a speaker dock that whenever you magnetize the tablet to it, it does actually charge the tablet, but it also transfers, of course, the sound from the speakers on the tablet to the speaker dock itself. And it does add a lot of volume. A lot of reviewers out there say the speaker dock is not that good, and I think they are full of it because the speaker dock is very, very loud. It's very comparable to a lot of $50 or $100 Bluetooth speakers, like some good Bluetooth speakers, right? Like it's gonna sound really, really nice. But I know the Galaxy Tab S8 already has good speakers, but the Tab S8 has something else up its sleeve. It does have an S Pen, and that is very, very valuable because if you look at other tablets like the iPads of the world, or if you look at the OnePlus Pad, you're gonna see either way, those pens or those styluses normally cost around $100, but you get that stylus for free with the Galaxy Tab S8. Not only that, but you get a 120 hertz screen that is very, very significant because the stylus input is going to feel a lot smoother overall. And the Google Pixel tablet, it does work with the stylus. You can get any USI 2.0 styluses. It can't be a normal USI pen. It has to be a USI 2.0 pen. But if you get one of those pens, it will work with the Pixel tablet, which is really cool. So you can get some cheap styluses around 40 or 30 or maybe $50 depending on where you find them. You can get some good deals on those styluses for this Pixel tablet. You get a little more variety as far as what's out there, but it doesn't come in the box. And on top of that, you only have a 60 Hz refresh rate, so the pen input isn't going to feel quite as smooth as it does on a Galaxy Tab. So another thing I like about the Tab S8 is the fact that it does have multiple keyboard cover options. So you do have the slim keyboard cover that they did release along with the Tab S8, and they also have another keyboard cover that came out for the Tab S7, but that keyboard cover that does have a trackpad or a touchpad, it does actually work with the Tab S8 anyway. So you can buy that older keyboard cover, or maybe you buy the one with the Tab S8. Either way, with the Tab S9 coming out soon, I'm expecting that at least, just with rumors, we are going to see a lot of sales on those older accessories. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of options to get those accessories pretty cheap for the Tab S8. But the Google Pixel tablet, as of today, there aren't even a lot of cases for it. And as of today, Google has not yet released a keyboard cover yet. And even if they do decide to release one of these days, they do not have pogo pins or magnetic pins on the bottom of their tablet to connect to a keyboard. So it is going to have to be a Bluetooth keyboard that is a little bit separate. So that's an okay thing if they do come up with a really good keyboard cover design, but it's most likely not going to go on sale very often, especially since it's a new product. So that is a lot to consider, okay? So it really depends on who you are as far as what accessories you're going to prefer. If you love to draw, you love to take notes, you love having a stylus, you're probably going to prefer the Tab S8. Plus there are other Bluetooth options with that stylus. There's a lot of cool things you could do with it. So the Tab S8 does have a lot of great options as far as accessories. Of course, the Pixel tablet doesn't have as many options, but it does come with that speaker dock in the box. And if that's something you really value, it is very, very loud. And whenever you use that speaker dock, it really turns your tablet into a really cool Nest Hub in your home. So you could use your tablet when you want, or you could just have it be a nice little photo album for your family. Or maybe you just have a nice clock that's sitting there on your counter. But whenever you decide to cast something to the tablet, you could actually Chromecast to the tablet your videos, and man, the tablet does get very, very loud. I love the speakers in that speaker dock. They are terrific. So overall, it really depends on who you are, again, as far as which accessories you would prefer. If you want a speaker dock, the Pixel tablet's for you. If you really want a stylus, I do think the Tab S8 has what you need. But if you go beyond that, there is so much more than accessories to consider with these tablets. You also have the displays. Both devices, by the way, do have 11-inch screens, and I mentioned a little earlier that you do get a 120 Hz refresh rate with the Galaxy Tab S8. So it is so smooth when you're scrolling around. The screen looks terrific, the colors are great. Now you do need to know, it is a TFT display, but the resolution is good. It looks great. And if you didn't even have an AMOLED display nearby, you wouldn't even notice the fact that it's a TFT display. And we do get a better technology in the Google Pixel tablet. The Pixel tablet is not AMOLED, but it is still a IPS LCD display. And that is something that's a little bit better than a TFT display. But regardless of that, you get the same brightness levels, you get very similar quality, though I would say the Pixel tablet might look ever so slightly better. It's going to be a little bit subjective, but that 120 Hz refresh rate really brings the display out on the Tab S8 to make it a little bit nicer. But I will say with the Pixel tablet, I did not notice the refresh rate being 60 Hz. Whenever I was using it, the animations were so smooth, it was not noticeable. And I am someone that did notice the refresh rate being slower on the Pixel 6a, for example, but I did not notice it on this Pixel tablet because the way they do animations on the tablet, everything felt much smoother than it normally does on a phone. So I really, really enjoyed it, and the performance on that tablet as well is very good. The performance is also very good whenever you look at the Tab S8. So both of these devices are going to perform very, very well. You have a Tensor G2 processor in the Pixel tablet. You have a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor in the Galaxy Tab S8. Both of these devices just fly through almost everything I'm doing. Both devices have their own versions of a taskbar for multitasking. Both devices have 8 GB of RAM, which allows very good multitasking. So I didn't really experience any hiccups on either one of these devices. And I know a lot of new devices are coming out soon, but even with newer processors out there, I don't think you're going to get a lot of an extra jump in those processors. You may get better battery efficiency from like a Tab S9 series or other devices, but I don't think you're going to get much out of performance. Maybe it will be better in gaming. I just don't expect it to make that big of a difference with most people. If you're playing a game like Angry Birds, if you're playing something like Madden, those are going to play on very good graphics regardless of which tablet you're on anyway. A ton of games out there don't use a lot of power, and some people just don't play a lot of games. They just want to scroll around their tablet, go to the news, they want to open up various entertainment apps, and you could fly through all of those things on either one of these tablets, and it's going to feel so good to use. So I would not worry too much about performance and if you should upgrade to the next generation unless you're just an extreme power user. Both of these devices are not slow, despite what some reviewers might say, oh, the Tensor G2 just feels a little slow here. It does not feel slow at all in the Pixel tablet. It flew through pretty much every single thing that I was doing, and the same with the Tab S8. But the Tab S8 does have some advantages. It does have Samsung DeX. It does have that really cool software that of course allows you to multitask with a laptop-like environment, to have small windows and to resize them just like you would on a laptop. It's almost like a different operating system comes on the Tab S8 that you could access at any time, while the Google Pixel tablet does not have that. In fact, there are some limitations to the software. For example, if you pull up an app that is typically optimized for a phone, something like Twitter, for example, Twitter, of course, you can blow it up on a Galaxy tablet because Galaxy tablets give you the option. You can go in the advanced settings, you could change apps to either blow up to make them really big to fit on a tablet screen, or you can really just make them smaller, and that's an option you have on a Tab S8 or even the future tablets out there that they're coming out with. Well, with this Google Pixel tablet now, you don't really have that option. So they're really just making that phone app that instead of blowing it up, they're just going to make it smaller. So that is a limitation to keep in mind. You're going to get a lot of extra software features on the Tab S8, and you're also going to get better software updates. So the Tab S8 has guaranteed 4 years of big operating system updates. The Google Pixel tablet, to my knowledge, they have not made any forms of guarantees. So they may release 2 or 3 software updates, big operating system updates, but they haven't told us for sure, so I am not aware of what guarantees they're going to have. But either way, 4 years of software updates on the Tab S8 means that even if you see all these extra tablets coming out, your Tab S8 is still going to be supported. So believe it or not, even though Google Pixel software, I love the UI, I love how simplistic it is, and in my opinion, I actually love the software in the Pixel tablet better. It's a personal preference of how things look, how things feel. I like the animations better, so I like all those things about the Pixel tablet just a little bit more. I also love the speaker dock, so the Pixel tablet is great for me, and I even love the voice dictation. Google has terrific voice dictation on their tablets and on their phones, so I'm a huge fan personally of what Google is doing, but there are a lot of limitations, and if I'm honest, overall the Tab S8 just has more to offer as far as software. So if we look at all these things and we just take a step back, right, and we just look at the features of these devices and what they offer, you're going to get a slightly bigger battery in the Tab S8. It's like over 8,000 milliamps, but you'll get just over 7,000 in the Pixel tablet. But the Pixel tablet's normally charged at least a little more often because of that dock. So when you factor all that in and you step back and you think about it and say, which tablet is for me? It really does depend on a lot of factors, okay? For one, some of you are just gonna wanna go get the Tab S9, and I say more power to you, okay? If you wanna spend at least $700, why buy the Tab S8 for $700 when you might find the Tab S9 for $750 or $800? I don't know what price it's gonna release at. Even if it is $800, okay? It's just a little bit more for the Tab S9. There are gonna be a lot of improvements. So buying the Tab S8 for $700, I'm not so sure I would recommend that. But if you see the Tab S8 on sale, that just makes this very interesting. Or if you're someone who wants to only spend $500, or you only want to spend $550, right? You're a deal hunter. That is the person who should skip the Tab S9 because it's going to be at a very high price, whether $700 or $800. I'm speculating here. I'm just guessing it's going to be at least $700. So if you're a deal hunter looking around $500 and you're asking yourself that question, which tablet should I buy? good news, there are a lot of great options out there for you. If you don't care about Samsung DeX, if you don't like some of those extra software features that Samsung devices have, if you don't even want to stretch out your apps to a full screen mode, you're like, look, I just want it to look good in a smaller form factor. Some apps aren't optimized. I don't want them to be optimized. If the company doesn't make a more optimized version of the app, I just want to stick with a smaller app. If that is you, if you don't care about those extra things that Samsung has, but maybe you find the Pixel tablet like 50 bucks cheaper, maybe even 100 bucks cheaper. If it's cheaper than the Tab S8 and you love the speaker dock, you love the home hub, like you think it's amazing to have that cool clock out there on your kitchen table. You think it's cool to have a photo album out there that you could have rolling of your family. And you could have the tablet charge, bring it with you. You could Chromecast to the tablet. Those are the things that the Pixel tablet has. And if you like those things, if you love Pixel UI, for example, if you're a Pixel nerd, the Pixel tablet is a great buy in the US if you find it for a good price. And I think it's worth saving 50 or 100 bucks for if you like all those things, right? So it just depends on what you like. Do you like the Galaxy software? Do you like the Pixel software? Do you prefer a stylus or do you prefer the speaker dock? The display is still great. The refresh rate, a lot of people won't even notice. So if you're someone that just loves the speaker dock and you just see all this stuff with a Pixel tablet and you're in love with it, don't think that it's a terrible buy. I think it's very, very similar as far as the Galaxy Tab. Yes, the Galaxy Tab has some advantages, but maybe that speaker dock and that Pixel stuff outweighs it for you. So if I'm being technical, the Tab S8 is definitely better, but it's barely better. If you find it for a similar price, I would probably recommend most people pick up the Tab S8 if you are looking for a deal. If you're looking for a better tablet out there, you're wanting the best of the best, the Tab S9 is coming soon. I will have links in the description so you could pre-order, and if you reserve a spot as well, you can get $50 in Samsung credit. So there's a lot of reasons to do that if you want something better, whether it's $700 or $750. Yeah, it's going to be a great device, and maybe they'll have some new fun accessories. That'll be awesome. But if you're a deal hunter, now is the time to start looking for deals right before the launch. They're not going to want to incentivize you to get a Tab S8 like after the launch of the Tab S9, at least for a little bit. They'll wait until everyone pre-orders and buys, and then maybe you'll see some extra Tab S8 deals. So now is a good time to buy. So if you see the Tab S8, you're a deal hunter. You see the Pixel tablet, you're a deal hunter. Or even the OnePlus Pad, I think it goes neck and neck. It doesn't have the speaker dock, but it does have a few extra features that these tablets don't have either. So overall, they're all great. I'm just excited to get just real pumped up about Android tablets. You're going to see a lot of content with the Tab S9 series and all these devices coming soon. I am so excited to cover them on my channel. And let me know what you think in the comments, okay? Leave a comment. Check those links in the description. That's a great way to support my channel. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, of course. And I just want to say thank you to all my supporters, the people who care about this channel. Thank you for doing everything you do for me. But I am excited to give you more content and stuff that you want to see. So check out my channel, check out some other videos, and honestly, I hope you have a great day, and I just hope you enjoy your week and enjoy this crazy tablet land that we're about to be in soon.